Hi, everybody. It's Sean and Craig. Sorry, my dog started barking because I was talking about dogs, and I did the bark, and the dog started barking in the background. So now I'm all off. But this is week 11 of college football. Your hidden gems and under radar games for week 11 of college football. And hey, just because it's college basketball started doesn't mean we're going to take our eye off the ball when it comes to college football. Even though we didn't have our best week last week, I think our first losing week of the season. Let's just say we're getting back to it. Sean, how was your week?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? The gems are still hidden. We're still digging through the sand with a sifter. We didn't find them with our. It happens. You're gonna have we can't win every. You can't. The sports betting, folks, you can't win every day. That's just the way it is.
Well, I mean, we're still with a positive, as they say, positive ROI, return on investment. That's what we always hear about. So we're going to be back at it. We got 4 plays. We're going to have 2 from. We'll do 1 each. Kind of go back and forth here, and we'll try to do this all in about 7, 8, 9 minutes. Of course, all we ask of you guys, hit that thumbs up and put in the comments what you like for this week, what's your hidden gem, and or what you think of our plays, and then hit that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss out on all the stuff we do, including just because college football is coming towards the end here. We see that. When you see Thanksgiving on the calendar, you start to see it's coming to an end. But we're going to be kind of a shifting focus to college basketball. There's going to be even more hidden gems in college basketball than college football. Of course, it won't have the lead time, but if you hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications, you'll make sure you don't miss out on all the stuff we do here at Winning Free Picks. All right, Sean, why don't you start us off here? I think this is one of the better matchups of the week, UAB at Marshall. I was shocked to see UAB as an underdog here. What do you think?
Yeah, all right. We got a pair of 6-3 teams. Rematch of last year's CUSA championship game, which UAB won. I'm leaning towards UAB here. I'm getting a couple points, and Marshall can't stop the run. They're giving up 190, 200 plus yards a game. They're allowing rushing. UAB's at 195 the last 4. So I got a little better defense. I got 2 teams that are familiar with each other. 2 pretty decent teams. This is one of the better matchups.
Yep.
I'm getting a little more than a field goal to boot. I think we can win outright, but getting 4, if this comes down to that last possession, I think we're still alive here with the Blazers.
Yeah, UAB early. I thought this was one of the better under-the-radar defenses in the country. Since then, they kind of have some mixed results against a Marshall team that can score. That will be interesting. Whoever wins that battle, if UAB's defense wins the battle, that will be the story because Marshall's defense, not very good. So I like the pick. I like UAB as an underdog. Like I said, sprinkle the money line. That's what I'm saying. All right, so I'm going to start with UTEP at North Texas. This is a pretty good matchup here. And you see a UTEP team that, if you haven't been following along, is pretty daggone good. They're 6-3 straight up and against the spread on the year. Facing a North Texas team at North Texas. North Texas is just 1-3 at home, 3-6 overall. They are 6-3 against the spread, but that's usually because they've been big underdogs. This is not the case here. Obviously, when you see a team that's 3-6 straight up and 6-3 against the spread, that tells you they've covered a lot of games but haven't won them. To me, last week they beat Southern Miss last week and Rice the week before. They had to go to overtime to beat a bad Rice team. I just don't think this is a very good team. The last time they faced a good team, it was Marshall. Marshall beat them 49-21. I like this team. I thought last week UTEP would play UTSA a little better. I think it was Sean it didn't come through. So I know that's a sour subject, but I think this is the week they almost beat FAU on the road the week before. So I think we can return to that. We'll win here. UTEP -1. I think they get it done. Outright winner on the road, and that should get us a winner here against the spread.
Well, listen, I like the UTEP team, and as you mentioned, North Texas. I'm looking at their thing. Yeah, 10-point underdog, cover. 18-point underdog, cover. 21-point underdog, cover. Now you're a fave, different kind of role. And again, Southern Miss is not a super team. So
no, that is the understatement of the century.
All right, I'm moving here. We got Memphis at East Carolina. At East Carolina last week was my big game. My big short shot rolled. It was like 45-3. It was 45-0. I thought it was a pitch a shutout, but I'll still take a win there. A little fave. We'll take East Carolina. Now you get the Memphis game. So Memphis in off a big win, right? They beat SMU, who's coming in off again a tough loss to Houston. So you're pumped up for a team. They're flat. You come in, you beat them, and now you're riding high. And here comes East Carolina, a team that's. Listen, they're on a 13-3 ATS run against Memphis. They play them pretty good. I don't know. Call me crazy here, but I think East Carolina will win this one outright. They're just playing really well. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, you're off a 45-point cakewalk, and Memphis coming in on the clouds right here. So Both teams 5-4, looking for that bowl eligibility, but I'm taking the points again, and I think this is an outright win for the Pirates.
All right, so last game, I like that one. East Carolina has been one of those teams under the radar that has played. They remember they almost beat Houston when they were down, I think, 14 points late, and they got taken to overtime and lost in overtime. So this has been a good team that's played even the best teams very well. I'm interested to see. That is a trap game for me. My Cincinnati Bearcats, I think it's the last game of the season they play East Carolina. I think that is a dangerous situation because this East Carolina team has been very feisty. So hopefully the Bearcats get to that point. If they get to that point, hopefully we get past them. But Georgia State at Texas State -2.5 here. Two bad teams. And sometimes when you face these under the radar teams, you have to be looking at some of the bad teams. Sometimes the gym is actually who was the worst team. That's what you're trying to figure out. And I think I found that one. Georgia Southern is just 2-7 on the year, 0-4 on the road. Those are straight up numbers, just 1-3 against the spread. Texas State's been good at home, 2-3 straight up, 4-1 against the spread, just 3-6 on the year. Obviously, both of these teams are not great teams, but I think Texas State is clearly the better team at home. I like Texas State -2.5 here. I think this is a tough spot for Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern it's one of those seasons to forget. And after they lose at Texas State this week, it will be an exclamation on the season to forget. So I like Texas State -2.5. So
I'm agreeing with you on this one. So they just lost 2 at home, 21-14. They lost Georgia Southern, 28-8, and now you're on the road again. So 4 straight losses on the road after losing 2 at home. Where's the motivation? Forget it.
I would say Texas State. It's one of those that you become senior. You got the super seniors. You're towards the end of the season. You want to win at home. I think they get it here. So, all right. So we'll do a quick recap. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, make sure you don't miss out on all we do, even though we're running towards the end of college football season. We're going to be doing this for college basketball as well. We haven't quite picked the day yet. We'll talk about that after the football season because we still have a few weeks left. But recap here. Higgs likes UAB +4. I'm on UTEP -1. Higgs on East Carolina +6. I'm on Texas State -2.5. So 2 underdogs, 2 favorites. It sounds like 4-0 day to me. So hopefully we bounce back after a rough week last week. So thanks for Rick at Picks for saying good luck or get it, fellas. We appreciate it. Make sure you tune in next week, Wednesday, about 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.